welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. My name is Meg. I try to put up videos a couple times a week, at least once a week for you guys. So if you aren't subscribed already, be sure to do so before you leave. So today I just have an exciting video for you. This is like a bridesmaid makeup tutorial. This is the makeup that my maid of honor wore that I did on her, so I decided to recreate it for you guys. This is a part of my wedding series on my YouTube channel. There is a playlist. It's going to be floating around up here, and there's a link in the down bar as well. Be sure to check out the other videos. I have a bunch of other ones coming up that are exciting, like the makeup I wore on my wedding day. I'm going to be doing a how my wedding didn't suck video, along with some other things like that. So again, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those. But anyways, this look is pretty simple and basic. It's an all matte look. I will be doing the different variations of possible wedding makeup and bridesmaids makeup. So again, be on the lookout for that. So today, this is the look that I came up with. So if you would like to see how I got it, let's roll right into it. The main culprit for today's look is this Tarte Tarteist Pro palette. I love this thing. I think that it's really diverse. I use it in a lot of my videos. If that's any indication to how much I love it. I know it's kind of hard with the light bouncing back, but I mean, there's just such a good range of shades here, and I think it's suitable for a lot of people. So for today's look, I'm going to be pulling all colors from this first row. I'm going to be working my way in from lightest to darkest and fade it in. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start off with the transition shade, and I'm going to use this innocent shade right here and put that into the crease. I am going to start off with a little bit of a bigger brush for this, just to cover more ground. And I'm just really going to focus on blowing this out. You don't need to be super precise. This is a color that's kind of going to get everywhere. So as you guys can see, I kind of have this brush like angled this way to distribute most of the product into the upper part of my crease. And I'm just really gonna leave that brow bone area pretty bare. You don't need to blend this up as far as I am, it's just a personal preference. And then I also like to blend it out straight, so you kind of get like that V edge in there. So I'm bringing this color all the way to my inner corner, and then I'm also gonna start putting it on the outer edge of my lid as well. You always want to have one giant, big, clean, fluffy brush to just sort of make sure everything's blended out. So that is this brush for me. So even with this light color, I'm still going to go ahead and blend the edges, and it's going to help it kind of fade into nothing and make sure everything looks nice and seamless. So next, I'm going to take this reddish brown color called Whimsy and work on putting that into the crease, only I'm not going to put it up as high into the crease as we did that first color. So to work on that transition, I'm going to take this Morphe M433 blending brush and just pick up a little at a time. These Tarte shadows are really pigmented, so just make sure you're working with a little and building your way up. So that's about as high up as I'm going to blend this color. I'm also going to focus on bringing this pretty close to the edge, but I'm not going to go like all the way down to my lid space. I'm just going to mostly focus this to the outer rim of the crease. You also want to switch back and forth between your brushes to just help everything blend nicely. By the way, my dog is totally trying to lick my palette because it smells like chocolate. So now I'm going to take this Elizabeth Mott blending brush. It looks like this. It's pretty precise, not as fluffy. If you guys have noticed as we've been doing this, the fluffiness of the brushes have been getting smaller and the brushes have been getting more dense, because the more dense the brushes, the more color you're going to be able to pack on. And the more fluffy your brushes, the more easy you're going to be able to blend colors out. So now I'm going to take the darkest color in this first row. It's like a deep dark brown. It's called Smoked. And then again, same process, but even more so, take the teeniest, tiniest bit with this, your couple little dabs, tap off your brush, slowly deposit the color and work your way up. I'm really gonna focus this on the outer edge and just deepen it up. I'm not gonna go all the way to the inner corner. I'm gonna stop about midway and just really work on smoking this out. And then again, make sure you're going back with your other brushes and just blending everything as you go, so then you get the best idea of how it's gonna look and how much product you need to add. So I just really focus on building up a V shape with the darkest color. Then doing your makeup with this process is just gonna add, like, you're gonna see the darkness and then you're gonna see a little bit, like a slight gradient. You're gonna be able to see a slight gradient of the other colors just barely peeking out, and I just think it looks so beautiful. So now to clean up and highlight the brow area, I'm gonna take this white from the second row. It's called Vintage. Just any matte white color that you have will work for this. And I like using an angled brush because it just works for my eye shape. So I'm just gonna take this and go directly under the brow, and it's also gonna help, you know, if you accidentally blend it too high, it's gonna help correct that, and it's gonna also add to the gradient of the smoky eye. Here's my doggies out, so I will be right back. So for the lid color, I'm gonna take a mixture of this top color called Classic and the white Vintage. And then this is just a My Glam Ipsy brush. It doesn't have like a specific name or anything. And then I'm just gonna really focus on just keeping this on the lid and then lightly transitioning it to the outer third of my lid. And then I'm just gonna blend it to fade it together. And then that should be it for the upper part of the eye. So now for the lower part of the eye to smoke it out, I'm gonna take this Morphe M432. It's a nice flat edge. And I'm gonna take Smoked, which was the darkest color, and just stamp that under my lower lash line. And also just kind of like stamp and wiggle it. If you go dramatic up top, you also gotta go dramatic on the bottom. And then to help blend that, I'm taking this Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to use a combination of the other two letter colors, which was Innocent and Whimsy. Mostly Innocent, which was the first transition shade. And then I'm gonna lightly drag this to the very inner corner and then just focus on smoking the rest of this out. You also want to make sure to make a point to connect the bottom to the top. And then I'm also going to take this angled brush. This is an e.l.f. small angled brush. I'm going to take that smoke color, the darkest color, and also stamp it along my lash line as close to my lashes as possible as an eyeliner, and then put mascara on, and I will be back. Alright, so I am back. I used some mascara, the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara as a base, and then I added these Cocoa lashes. They are the Queen Bee style. So I am definitely getting used to these lashes. I'm not used to wearing like super dramatic lashes. I'm definitely used to more toned down ones. I'm honestly not a huge fan of falsies. So these are just like a little wild for me. I like them. I just wish the length of the lashes was a little bit shorter. But anyways, I added them today for dramatic effect. I think that false lashes look really great in photography. So it's definitely something to keep in mind when you're thinking about doing your makeup for your wedding or for your bridesmaids. Falsies will definitely make your eyes stand out and pop, and it just makes everything look put together. And then for lips, I just kept it really super simple. I just used a gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. It is the perfect pinky, peachy color. It just is really flattering, probably on most skin tones. And then for face, I just did a bronzer, a blush, highlight. I used a mixture of Becca Moonlight and the Balms Mary Lou for my highlight, in case if you guys are curious. But that is gonna wrap it up for today's bridesmaid makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Share it with your friends. I hope you guys really find some good use for this. Check out my other videos floating around, and then again, the wedding playlist is in the down bar. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!